Absolutely. So ESAs are essentially, it stands for Education Savings Accounts. It is a concept that was probably first introduced about 10 years ago and has increasingly become more popular, especially with the pandemic. And the basic idea is that the state government will give a family a certain amount of money, and that family is allowed to choose from a list of approved vendors. So for example, Arizona has an ESA, and the ESA, the amount is about $6,000. And you have to have certain qualifications in order to get that money. So basically, most ESAs either have income eligibility, so low income families would qualify, middle income and above would not qualify, or you maybe have to have someone in your family who's been diagnosed with a special education issue, and then you would also qualify. And so what happens basically is that you get, I mean, in some places, I think it is literally an account, or it is like a debit card, similar to an HSA, right? And there's kind of a list of approved vendors. And so you could use that ESA for tutoring. You could use it for private school tuition. You could use it for field trips. You could use it to buy books, curriculum. There's kind of a whole host of things. And so ESAs are really interesting because in those states that are implementing them, they're really stepping back and basically not having the government be the monopoly provider or the sole provider, and actually allowing businesses, nonprofits, and organizations to better serve those kids. And it allows families flexibility, right? You know, the one size fits all model basically presumes that every family kind of has the same values and would want the same things. But I think one thing we've seen from the pandemic is that people want vastly different things. And so an ESA is kind of a innovative way to allow families to get that choice and to actually vote with their dollars, right? And they can vote to go, you know, for an educational field trip to the local children's museum, or they can use that money for a tutor. And so, yeah, that's a very interesting new tool. And Schoolhouse is looking into it because it's something that right now we subsist primarily on private paid tuition. So families are paying out of pocket. But going forward, we are interested in utilizing ESAs and other school choice programs.